It's time for another Tinramian project. This time we're going to be doing exterior lighting. Because we're in small town USA, not really too many street lights out here, so at night it's as dark as, well, don't want to use an ugly word, but it's just say it's pitch black dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up some lighting, and the plan is to put it obviously in the exterior, but how do we get power? How do we, attach it to the side of the house and make sure it has power? Well, the trick I'm going to do is I'm going to add it right there underneath the roof. Not sure what that's called. As you can tell, I'm an amateur with this, so I don't have these fancy names. So we're going to put one right over there and the other one right over there. There's power in the attic and access there, so that should make the power problem easy. And the idea is to have something with a sensor so that it'll come on when it's dark, turn off when it's light. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. So here we are in the attic, and that is where I want to put the light. So this is obviously, the looking at from the inside of where I said I'm gonna put the lamp. So I'm gonna crawl in through all these little tight places here, mount it on the inside, and obviously because we have power in here, it'll be easy to connect it. So the next thing I need to do is, if you're thinking about it, how am I going to put it there? I'm going to make a piece of wood. I bought some planks, and I'm going to make a little plank that sits in there, attach the light to it, and nail it in, and that's it. It'll be seated, and that's how it'll be working. So let's go cut ourselves a board and attach the light. Fairly simple supplies they are. I have two different sizes of LED light. This one here, the bigger one, as you can see, it's par 38, and it says that it's 885 lumens. I also bought the smaller one. It's par 30. The par is the size, really, the diameter of it, and that's 650 lumens. I bought two different kinds because simply I'm not sure which one I want to use. Not sure if this bigger one's not too bright. So what I may do is put the bigger one here in the front of the house, because as you can see there's a lot more to illuminate, and the smaller one here on the side because I really only wanted to illuminate the driveway and the small piece of lawn here. I don't want to be shining into the neighbor's eyes. So that's pretty much the plan. I bought those at Costco, one of my favorite stores. As for our lighting, got this at Home Depot for 20 bucks. Really good deal, I think. Very simple product. There is our light sensor. This can twist in any sort of way. And the idea is it's going to be sitting like that, and I'll adjust these things. Add the light bulb, and that should be it. I mean, it sounds pretty simple. We'll see if it really is. So I've cut our board, very simple, two holes. One is for the wires to go through. This attaches to the back of our light back here. We have a pin that goes into this hole and screws in there. And as you can see, there's a hole for this to come through, as well as for our cable. We're going to attach this socket to that board. Should be fairly simple. Let's see how that works. Here we go. Our socket is attached. I even got this gasket on correctly. It was a bit bent, so that was a bit of a chore. And our cable coming through the one hole. Again, our shaft holding this socket is in there. That is going to go up there by the roof. and we'll see how that works out. Now we've completed our fixture assembly. I added this sort of box here. If you recall from when we were up in the attic, this is how it's going to go, and over here and over here it's actually going to hold on to the side. So we put that in, we're going to nail those pieces in upstairs, so that will be the view from the top. It should hold. So again, that's our assembly, and the next step is to put it in upstairs. So here's our finished little mount on the inside. Cut a little hole, added a piece of wood. Still have to nail it in. It's holding pretty tight, just squeezing in between the planks. So here it is put in place from the outside. It looks okay, could be better. Hopefully nobody's going to be sort of looking at it too closely. Don't really like the way the hole is, but it's fine, okay. I've now learned it's called Eaves. So there we go. Now as for the front of the house, you'll see when I show you inside, I'm going to have to modify the location on the front. As you recall, what I wanted to do was put it right there by that drain. Unfortunately, that won't be possible because there's not enough room from the inside. So now where it's going to go is what I believe is right there. Right there. That's where I think it is. I'll show you how it is on the inside. But that's where, yeah, that's right. That's where it is. So it's right there is one spot, and it's going to be sort of right there just above that window, which means that it won't be in the middle of the house, but it'll be in the middle of this section. So it shouldn't be too bad. This piece that sticks out may block the light a little. I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. I may have to carefully position it. All right, we'll see how that is. The space here is way not enough for me to squeeze through. What happened is there's these raised ceilings, and therefore I wouldn't be able to get to the eaves over there, and over here there's way not enough space. So what I'm going to do is put it in here. There's much more space here. I should be able to crawl in there. So I'm going to measure how wide that is. I expect it to be the same, or how deep it is. Cut a little piece of wood and do the exact same thing as we did over there. So that's the next step, is pretty much to repeat what we did on the side of the house. So here's our second assembly. It's now done. Getting easier over time. If I kept doing this, it'd be a lot easier. Okay. So that's ready to be installed. I've also drilled the hole, as you can see. Not the nicest of holes, but the problem is there was, as you've seen before, absolutely no space up there. So that's not bad considering what happened, or rather considering what I had to work with. Okay, so let's pop that in and we'll see how it goes. And there it is, all mounted. I hope the angle is right. I don't know, I guess we'll find out tonight. It certainly was a lot easier to go up there. It's not as high on this side. So You know, it's put in. When it gets dark, we'll find out if the angles are right. The one on the side, I'm very happy with the angles. It shoots right on the driveway, which is what I wanted. Here we have the larger light bulbs, bigger area. We'll see how it is tonight.